I just turned on an Alan Watts video thing that came up, and it's talking about the path of enlightenment or something. And I watched about 2 minutes in is all it took. He's talking about, he's saying, you know, look at it from this way, a theological point of view of, you know, how is it that there's a question that can be asked that man can follow the will of God if the will of God is naturally perverse. The will of man. How can man follow the will of God if the will of man is naturally perverse? And remember, perverse in the olden days meant different. It could demented, twisted. It didn't necessarily have anything to do with sex. It just, sex gets so much attention these days that obviously we just have to say somebody's twisted in a sexual way. He must be a pervert. So there's man. And he says, well, the answer is you follow the will of God with a divine grace. It's a divine grace, you follow it. And he says, well, how can one person achieve grace if he doesn't already have? And that's when I shut it off. I said, because right away I said, how do you achieve grace? How do you get grace? That was my nickname in the tumbling class at Michigan State, Grace, because I'd be running fucking this bouncy fucking floor routine thing. There were all these cheerleaders, they were little tiny, and I'd just come running, and boom, I was flying all over the fucking place. And I could do all the moves. I did a front layout when,
after the video, can you make that for me?
I'll take that back in.
Or you could just, I mean, I can keep it covered. Okay.
Sure, be careful. When you're ready, pull that off and put it in the sink, the lid, because, yeah,
That's really good.
it's sharp, yeah.
Thanks.
You're welcome. SpaghettiOs. That's the commercial for the day. And don't forget to buy my merchandise. There are like coffee pots and mugs or something. I don't know. Maybe shirts. I don't know. I hook it up down there, but I don't. And so yeah. So how do you get grace if you're just not born with it? With the soul of a man and his perverse will?
Is the dishwasher not? Yeah, dishwasher cool.
I have no idea.
Okay.
You would have to look at it. Dishwasher, is it, what's in it clean? I haven't looked. If there's water soaking around on the cups on top, it means it's clean because it's been sprayed all over. So you can check it out. All right. These are things I've learned over the years. And so how do you achieve grace if you don't already have it? We achieve grace the old-fashioned way. We earn it. And how do we earn it? We learn it. We keep our minds open to different fucking possibilities, you know, and you read whatever fucking happens to come around you. You realize you don't need to be fucking college educated to be educated. And even if you go to college, you're probably going to end up working in a fucking a machine somewhere and not getting paid worth a damn because everybody's got a college degree. So you can still get educated, and it doesn't make us any better than anybody to take in education as it's available. It just makes us better than ourselves, because you see enough about all this stuff, you're not going to be able to stop laughing. And there is how you achieve divine grace, and maybe spend 7 days in Tibet like I did, walking around Mele Shweshan, the holy mountain, on a pilgrimage that I care nothing about, and I had people fucking talking to me in another language that I didn't speak. I wrote this shit down and put it in, and when I got back to the camp, I translated from my little translation book, and it translates into English to say, the road he walks, he carries a heavy load. You call that a fucking hallucination? Something that translates?